guys, it's me, Meteor, and here we are back to Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Let's go ahead and begin the story mode again. And this time we're going to be doing level 2 of Green... what was that? Green Valley. And in case you're wondering, no, the words do not spell out something this time. They're not using the acronym thing this time. Maybe they thought they did enough of it at this point. Anyway, we're going to up the big old tree. Quite a big tree, kind of like the level 2 of Dreamland 2, or Dreamland 1 rather. Interesting music, but let's just go over this door and over here where these little tulip things, and hey look, we already have 12 stars. That'll surely help us with our gold. That won't really do all too much, but at least it'll do something, right? I mean, 12 always helps. You die. Now you'll notice these red blocks here. These red blocks usually contain stuff, whether it's stars or some kinds of power-up. Either way, they always contain something useful. So let's go ahead and get that real quick. And if you go up here, you'll notice these little spots. Hey, look! They're spawning. Let's grab 2 more of these stars here. And look! We're creating more. We can actually break these things here. We can actually break entire things like that. But yeah, you pretty much need Kirby to do this and then follow the line. Whee! Look at these lines we're following here. Of course, you'll notice these little rainbow tanks there. Those actually fully restore your rainbow magic. Your rainbow line... rainbow magic. What is this? Anyway, go ahead and grab those. And hey, look, another star here. This is so much fun. And now there are these cannons here. They look like Shotsos, except they're not invincible like Shotsos. You can actually kill these guys. They can still do damage to you. But thankfully, if you hit all of them, another one of these things appears. Yay! I almost wasted over my star dashes, I think. Almost. I was really close. Go inside here, and there are more stars. See, there's stuff hidden everywhere for all of your hidden stuff needs. And hey, look, even more stars. Notice a pattern? Stars aren't as common as this in the later stages, so don't worry about that. But you'll notice little things like cherries and other stuff hidden in nooks and crannies. I will kill all of you. Ah, I killed 2 of you. Sweet. Aha! You guys mean nothing to me. Follow up here. And now we can actually boost through these, which actually like launch you up automatically. So if you go inside one of these, for example, you launch up and you can actually... dang it. Come on. There we go. Yay! Hey look, there's more hidden stuff over here. 1 star, but it also creates a line of stars here. Yay! Whee! Alright. So we got all of those, and you'll notice the treasure chest appear for collecting all the stars too. I think that's how it appears, by collecting all the stars. I could be horribly mistaken, in fact I probably am. Now you can't get up there by any normal means, you have to star dash up there. So hopefully you've had enough stars to actually do that, and we get our first treasure chest. Alright. Now there's actually more here we could actually star dash through, like those blocks for the maximum tomato. I don't really need a maximum tomato, but if I could have it, why not? I need it just because I can, essentially. The logic we're using here is that of many people. I do it because I can. If you can, why not? There's plenty of rainbow stuff there in case you need it. I don't really need it, I don't think, but we got it anyway. Now there are 2 hidden spots up here. One that contains absolutely nothing. Okay. But one over here actually contains a little cannon that you could blast through as well. And now it launches you up as you can continue on further here. And now it looks like we're out of the tree. For now. Maybe there'll be more for us. Spoiler, there is. The level's not over yet. We haven't only gotten like 1 chest. Of course it's not over yet. If you collect all of those... ah, there we are. If you collect all of those, then these actually appear here to fall down. You don't necessarily need to get all of these stars to get a gold, but get used to collecting as many stars as you can. That's all I could say, because in the later stages, the requirements for gold are much more strict, so be careful there. In fact, some of the stages I haven't even figured out how to actually get a gold without being in the game at least once, or being in the level at least once, because if you go back to a level again, the treasure chests that you've collected actually turn into like little star points that are worth 10 stars. And, dang it, come on. I didn't really need to do that at all. I essentially just wasted a star dash for nothing, for a pep brew. That was completely worth it, guys. I needed to do that, apparently. Well, we're close to another star dash anyway. I already have like 3 star dashes saved up, so not really that big of a deal, really. But still, saving as many as I can is always somewhat useful. Hey, look, what's this mysterious star? Those mysterious stars actually lead up like a little timing thing here to actually grab. If you collect all of them, you actually get a 1-up for all your troubles. Isn't that nice? Yay. So yeah, get used to those as well. We only still have one chest, I think. Oh, press and hold the plus button to skip. It shows these things spawning. Those enemies there you cannot kill unless you star dash because they have armor. Unfortunately for us, we have a star dash, so they're all going to die horribly. Poor guys. Huh. It's telling us to go up here for some reason. But before we do that, let's go inside this time challenge. Although, one time I got inside the cannon by accident when I saw that time challenge appear. I was very upset. Either way, very simple. That one you just actually have to be careful where you draw, otherwise you'll fall into a bumper and like bump away from it. But that's just another new mechanic you have to actually learn to be used to. Just teaching you the basics right now, because, well, it's level 2 of World 1. Or Stage 2 of Level 1, actually. Time it. Timing is everything. Aha! Got all of them. You get a 1-up for your troubles and wait for it. There we go. Aha! I killed you and I got the treasure. Success is mine. You will all vanquish under the wrath of Kirby's ball form thing. Fear it! Fear its evil ball form of stuff. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but whatever. You go up here in the clouds, and hey look, there's more star up there. You have to be careful where you draw against those, because of course there's spots where you can't actually draw paint. Or clay, or something. If you fall down here, you'll notice all of these stars appear. Isn't that nice? There's no treasure chest for collecting all of these, but hey, like I said, get used to collecting as many stars as possible. I'm not even sure what the requirements are for gold in the earlier stages. I can't imagine they're very high, but still, might as well get used to catching them regardless. Even if they're like only 5 stars needed for 100% or for gold, whatever. Once again, timing is everything. Just wait for it. There we go. And now you'll see one lone star. That might not seem worth it to actually waste your time, but if you notice, more and more stars appear. Ah, I missed it. Dang it. There we are. And then, all these stars appear here at the top for collecting all the stars you needed to. I only mainly care about that large one. But let's go up here. Maybe there's more stuff for us. Oh, I see a little other emancipation grid or whatever here that's actually preventing us from painting. So let's go ahead and star dash our way up there. And we're into a secret area. There's no treasure chest in here, but it's like a little pachinko machine almost. Let's fall down here and see what we can get. Hopefully we can fall down the middle one, because the middle one... Yes! That's the first time I ever actually got it! Haha! Oh man, I did it on my Let's Play on my first try, yeah! Woo! You don't necessarily need to get that star for 100%. In fact, I know you don't need to. But still, it's there. Now notice the puzzle piece there. That's another new mechanic we're going to learn about here. And the first one's... In fact, they're all equally stressful and annoying. Some are more stressful than others, but either way, you have a time to pick up every single one of these puzzle pieces. Come on, Kirby. Stop. If you collect them in time, you of course get a treasure chest that flies right towards you. So there we go. We now have all the treasure chests we could possibly get. Let's make sure I didn't miss any stars over in this vicinity here as I rushed past. Nope. Of course, for defeating enemies, you get 3 stars for each one. So defeating as many enemies as you can also helps a lot. Just saying. Finally, get that invincibility lollipop. Invincibility candy. And we can actually blast through these guys. Yay. Oh, let's kill him first. I want to go over here. I want to kill the big guy. Aha. But yes, when you're invincible like that, you can actually bust through blocks as quickly as possible. You can actually bust through all of them without any type of second glance. And of course, you can also break through those armored enemies. I don't need a 1-up, so I just locked myself up here. I accidentally went in there anyway. Didn't really mean to do that, but whatever. I have all the treasure chests. I'm pretty sure I have a gold, so all I need at this point is the diary page. Will I get it my first try? Let's see here. Alright, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yes, got it. I wasn't sure because I was dashing. I wasn't sure I was going to hit it in time. Good job. Yeah. Ooh, 1,000. Nice. Good job, Kirby. But as you can tell, all the times you actually see music from like a separate stage there, like for example there it shows Superstar Ultra there on the right, those are actually all remixes. Every single one of those tracks from other games are remixes. There are 36 remixes in this game alone. There really needs to be a soundtrack made for this game, because the fact that there are so many like extra tracks that aren't even used in the game is quite impressive actually. So if there's not going to be a soundtrack made for this game, I'll be thoroughly impressed and surprised as well. And sad. Oh, so sad. Either way, let's go to the Great Cave Escape, not to be confused with the Great Cave Offensive, but either way, let us venture on forth to World 1-3. Just like before, we fall into an endless cave of nothingness. Now here you can actually see you can actually cause water to stop by drawing a line underneath it. That is going to be useful for certain treasures. Anything up here? Nope. Just a flower in the background. Has no purpose for anything whatsoever. You can't really do all too much right now, except just glaze at the... Glaze. Is that the right name? Great. Glance? Maybe that's the word I was trying to go for. Whatever. At all the wonderful scenery and beautifulness of this game, or something. I'm terrible at adjectives, guys. In fact, I'm terrible at pretty much all English in general. But still, I'm a mathematician, not an English major. That's my defense I'm using. I'm sticking with it. Anyway, you'll notice the treasure chest there. You can't get that treasure chest yet. Don't even try. In fact, I'm not gonna be able to get that treasure chest for a little bit longer. So, just patience. Patience solves all issues, basically, for the most part. You can't actually bust through that water, by the way. For some reason, the water comes in such a force that it can't be busted through at all. Despite the fact there are many Kirby games which you can actually bust through waterfalls quite easily. But I guess the fact you're made of clay doesn't really help matters all too much in that regard. But regardless, more stars and a maximum tomato for our troubles. Yay! Oh, there are more stars hidden in there. Okay, fair enough. I wanted to hit you in time. Aha! Those 3 stars were completely worth it. Now let's grab all these stars while we still can. Hurry up! We need that. Use this 1-up. We don't really need it all. Yay! Look at that! We got a 1-up now. Hooray! Now we can actually bounce up here. Collect these stars. I like the music as well. Music is actually very nice in this game. Now I noticed there, a treasure chest right there. Let's go ahead and use our Star Dash. Break through that. And thus we now get the first treasure. If you notice, that's the first one on the list, which also is evidence that you can't grab that second treasure yet by any means. You have to go all the way over here where this cannon's at, blast your way all the way back, and you actually blast your way past. Apparently, when you dash that fast, you can even go through water. Amazing. But before we go further in that cannon, by accident, let's grab this treasure chest there. We now have 2 treasure chests. Yay! And let's blast our way out of this horrible cave. Actually, we're actually going deeper into the cave. Actually, we're not actually bursting ourselves out quite at all. Everything, this looks mysterious. Nope, nothing. Okay. Let's kill all the fishes. Haha. Haha. Now, those giant stars like that are actually worth 100 stars. So, quite nice. Let's break through here. And there's a timed challenge again. Which one is this one? I forget, honestly. Ah, yes. Kill all of the guys you see on the screen here. Come on, no! Hurry up! I don't want to mess up. There we go. And then, of course, you'll automatically get teleported out of it as soon as it's done. So that's good. Later on, the challenges get annoying because you have to actually wait and delay some of the time for you have to actually waste like about 5 seconds waiting for stuff to happen. And that gets really annoying later. Especially for the fact that even if you get the treasure chest to appear, you still need to grab it. And sometimes there's just so tight on time. Whatever. You'll see there when you get there. Hey, look, there's a switch there. What happens when you press that switch? We cause little stars to fall up. So quickly. Look at all these stars we're grabbing. Well, I grabbed most of them. That's a good thing there. Most of those events like that are required. Aha! You're gonna try to escape with that little treasure chest? I don't think so. Come on. There we go. Aha! I already got the treasure chest and I still killed you just because I can. So take that, you evil fish guy. I forget the name of. I'll look in the figurines later to actually remember what your name is. Yeah. Woo, you evil guy. You know, actually, they kind of look like Magikarp. They look very, very sad, actually. They don't really do all too much except just die. All they do is ever ooh, one of these. You can actually go through these multiple times to grab lots and lots of stars. But either way, you'll notice a grid up there. You can't actually go up there unless, I bet we need a star dash our way up there. So what is up here? Another one of those. I find very odd, but alright. Either way, got it. Aha! That's all 5 treasure chests. If you guys know if those bells do anything else besides just award points, please let me know, because I honestly have no idea what they do. They don't unlock anything, they aren't required for anything, but they seem to be in some really roundabout, odd places, and I'm wondering if there's actually some kind of secret meaning behind them. I'm gonna guess there's not, and I'm just looking far too much into it for a Kirby game. To be fair, that's what most people do for all their fan theories for Kirby. Read way too much into the story that's then needed. Anyway, now granted some fan theories actually have some merit to them, but a lot of them I see are just really terrible. Anyway, enough about fan theories. I mean, with his little... Kirby has gotten a lot of official story recently. In fact, recently in the Kirby games, ever starting with Superstar Ultra, they've actually added a lot of canon that normally wasn't in there before. And now with all the starts, they put a lot of emphasis on the pause menus and EX modes and stuff, where now they actually give you a lot of Kirby canon. Before it was just like, just make up your own story, I guess. Now, they actually give you an in-depth idea of what's going on, the whole idea behind it. In fact, that's one thing I like about this game versus Canvas Curse. In this game, with those diaries you're going to see, it actually adds a little bit on the story that you wouldn't have known about otherwise. In Canvas Curse, it's pretty much just like, okay, beat the level, just continue on, I guess. It's like, oh no, you've been turned into paint. Defeat Joshua, I guess. There's not really all too much emphasis on what Josh actually is or why anything's happening, but just continue doing it, I guess. This game, it actually gives you like an update on everything. It gives you some information about the bosses and the Align's and Claysha's relationship that you wouldn't have known about normally. Kind of interesting. I personally like that. A lot of Kirby games are focusing more on story than before, otherwise, because before it was pretty much just all fan theory for Kirby games. Now there's enough canon to actually make an entire timeline if you want to. Either way, let's go ahead and grab this. There we go, got it. And grab that little diary. Look how happy Kirby is. And we got a gold, of course. So we got the diary page, we got the 5 treasure chests. A Gordo, Bronto Birds. Ooh, Mass Attack remix. That thing I need to find the name of. And an Adventure remix. Let's go next and see what happens. And thus, we unlock, after all that, yes I know, challenge, whatever, the Forest of Wispy Woods. Now, in order to actually unlock all the challenges in the game, you need to beat each boss without taking damage. So, I will be showing off the boss fights without taking damage. There might be a lot of jump cuts for me to actually do this. In fact, maybe I'll be so good at movie magic you won't even notice me mess up once. Granted, I'll try to do them live because I think I know enough of the patterns. Now, Wispy Woods is going to be easy to get no damage on because he doesn't really do all too much. Watch, I'm going to say that and I'm going to take damage from him. If I do, I'm leaving that in. But either way, most of the other bosses after this point get... The jump from the first boss to the second boss in difficulty is insane. Especially when trying to take no damage from it. It's like, hey, yeah, you think you're so good with this boss? Yeah, it's going to stay that way. Not going to stay that way, rather. I keep on thinking those flowers look like hands. I don't know. That's just me. They look like... If you notice, though, they'll actually make little clay portions here. And you actually have spots that actually restore your health if you need to. But, not really that big of a deal. Wow, what's Wispy gonna do? I love that expression Wispy has. He has like a little smirk. Like, come on. I just thought that was a pretty neat little thing. But what you want to actually do is actually collect these stars and just keep running into Wispy Woods here. When you see him drop those bombs, run away. Because those bombs could actually do damage to you. And since this is a no damage run, I don't want to... No, hurry up, Kirby. No. You want to actually collect, of course, 100 stars. Each of those big stars are an extra 10. Aha! I got that somehow. Woo. And then you could pretty much just finish him off this way, and he's dead. That's it. That's Whispy Woods. Well, that was... I'd be crying too if that was your only defense. That was like, what, 15 seconds or something? Now, speaking of 15 seconds... Anyway. Yay! You cleared level 1! You get the levels, music, and boss figurine. Nice job! Yeah, I know, challenge. Yeah, I know. Can unlock a lot of those. Either way, level 2 is Yellow Dunes. So before we do that, let's go back and review some of the stuff that we unlocked. Let's, for example, look at the Whispy Woods figurine here. I find the description. Let's see what the name of this thing is. Carpa. Okay. Well, I guess that's why it looks like a Magikarp, because it actually is a carp. Wow. Anyway, Whispy Woods. When most people think Whispy Woods, they think apples. But this Whispy Woods can't grow apples. So he simply drops bombs instead. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but I don't think the same can be said for bombs. Poor Kirby. All he could ever want is an apple, but he can't even get one in this world. Not even from Whispy Woods. Poor Kirby. Anyway, let's look at the secret diary here. I'll be showing the secret diary off after each world. First one is nice to meet ya. I made a friend today. His name is Kirby. This guy is called Waddle Dee. New buddies are the best. Page 2. Glacia stole all the colors. She's a very talented artist, and she loves colors. My profile, name, Align. Personality, Rainbow. Rainbows, darling, rainbows. Birthday, springtime, job, painter. That's pretty much all there is to know, and of course, page 4 is blank because that's all there is to it. But yeah. That's the story. It's all about me, and of course it goes on further, more in depth in the story and stuff as you go on further in the pages. Some of them are just throwaway pages, but other ones actually deal more in the story there. Either way, that's going to be it. So next time in Kirby's and the Rainbow Curse, we're actually going to be venturing over into level 2 Yellow Dunes. So of course, I will see you guys then.